The guardians of the sacred river. Once upon a time, in a vibrant Maasai village nestled between vast savannas and dense forests, the people thrived under the watchful eye of the sacred river. This river, flowing with crystal-clear waters, was the lifeline of the village, nurturing the crops and providing sustenance to all. But one fateful season, the river's waters began to dwindle until it was merely a trickle. The once bountiful riverbed lay dry and cracked, and the villagers grew desperate. Their crops withered, their livestock grew weak, and hope seemed to fade like the last drops of water in the parched soil. In the heart of the village, Elder Kato gathered the anxious villagers. Draped in his vibrant Maasai shuka, with beads and adornments reflecting the wisdom of generations, he spoke with a voice that carried the weight of history. "My people," he began, "the sacred river has sustained us for centuries, its source hidden deep within the land, guarded by ancient forces. Legends tell of a time when the river faced a similar fate, and it was the bravery of two young souls that saved it. Amari, the brave and adventurous boy, and his older sister Nyah, wise and skilled in the art of healing, listened intently." Elder Kato's words ignited a spark of hope and determination within them. The next morning, Amari and Nyah, donning their traditional Maasai attire, set off on their quest. The sun cast long shadows as they walked through the vast savanna, their hearts filled with resolve. The journey was arduous, with the sun blazing overhead and the ground dry beneath their feet. As they entered the dense forest, the air grew cooler, and the sounds of wildlife enveloped them. They followed the ancient paths Elder Kato had described, guided by the wisdom of their ancestors. Deep within the forest, they encountered Jengo, a mystical creature with the body of an antelope and the wings of an eagle. His eyes, wise and ancient, glimmered with mischief. "Who dares to seek the source of the sacred river?" Jengo asked, his voice echoing through the trees. "We are Amari and Nyah from the Maasai village," Amari declared bravely. "Our village faces a great drought, and we seek to restore the sacred river." Jengo tested them with riddles and obstacles, but the siblings' cleverness and determination saw them through each challenge. Impressed, Jengo became their ally, guiding them further into the heart of the forest. At the edge of the forest, where the trees parted to reveal a hidden glade, stood Simba, the lion spirit. His golden mane shimmered with an ethereal light, and his eyes, wise and piercing, looked deep into their souls. "To restore the sacred river, you must prove your courage and integrity," Simba proclaimed. Simba set forth a series of trials, each more daunting than the last. Amari and Nyah faced a river of fire, a cavern of echoes, and a mountain of shifting sands. They worked together, their bond growing stronger with each trial. Amari's bravery and Nyah's wisdom complemented each other perfectly. In the final trial, they stood before a mirror-like pool. Simba's reflection appeared in the water. "Look into the pool and see your true selves," he said. Amari and Nyah gazed into the water, seeing not only their reflections but also the spirits of their ancestors. They realized that their strength came from their heritage, their unity, and their unwavering love for their village. With the trials completed, Simba roared with approval. The ground trembled, and the sacred river burst forth from the earth, its waters pure and life-giving once more. Amari and Nyah returned to their village as heroes. The villagers rejoiced as the river flowed once again, bringing life back to the parched land. Elder Kato smiled proudly, knowing that the spirit of the Maasai people had prevailed. The village celebrated, dancing and singing in their vibrant traditional clothing, the air filled with the sounds of drums and joyful voices. Amari and Nyah stood by the river, their hearts filled with pride and gratitude. And so, the story of Amari and Nyah, the guardians of the sacred river, was passed down through generations, a testament to the courage, wisdom, and unity of the Maasai people. Their legacy lived on, reminding all who heard it that with bravery and love, even the greatest challenges could be overcome.